Hello, 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 my collective, my loves. How are you doing? How are you doing on this beautiful Friday? We're going to do a quick energy check in and just see why it is you just can't stop thinking about your person, why they're on your mind, why you're wondering what they're doing, how they're doing, and why the energy pull keeps going towards them. Okay, are they pulling on you? Are you just thinking about them because you're missing them? You want to hear from them. You want to know what they're doing. Are they thinking about you? What they want to say to you? Are they missing you? All right, do they feel regretful about what they said, what they've done? Is there remorse? Are they longing for you? So we're going to look at why you can't stop thinking about them. But first, let's look at who you're thinking about, okay? Who is it, collective, that's on your mind? Who are you thinking about right now? Who's tugging on your energy? Spirit guides, tell me, who is it that's on the collective's mind? Who is it that they're thinking about? Who's pulling on their energy? Somebody that's in a long-term relationship right now. Either this person's married, involved, living in with someone, engaged to someone, have a child with someone, having a child with someone. They're just in a long-term relationship, whether they were always in it or got in it during the course of your relationship, situationship, or when you guys separated, but they are currently involved. They are not single at the moment, okay? This is a person that you're thinking about. What else can you tell me? What else about the person that the collective is thinking about? What else? Somebody who could be in Charlton County, Chatham County, Carroll County, Bryan County that you may be thinking about. Someone who might be a street pharmacist, you know what I mean? Someone that you were intimately involved with, someone in their sacral chakra, someone who is very lustful, someone that you find attractive, someone that there was a very intense chemistry with, okay? Someone who was not balanced with their emotions, that held a lot from you, okay, as far as how they feel. Someone that was not looking for a commitment, that was just looking for a situationship, all right? Someone that you were back and forth with sexually, okay, that is just having hookups, but you guys were seeing each other for a while, okay? Someone who may currently have a brace or have braces in their mouth or may need braces. Someone who may need to brace themselves, that are bracing themselves from coming towards you. Someone who wants to reach out, who is thinking about you, but are holding themselves back, all right? Or someone who could have a brace, arm, leg, mouth, back, all right? Someone who might be on crutches or a walker, or someone who would brace but crutch, someone who's codependent, or someone who you were codependent on, or you guys were codependent on each other. It was a codependent relationship, all right? A devilish, you guys were in a low vibration at the time. There was codependencies on one another. Again, a sexual relationship, all right? One that you knew was not going to go anywhere because they were in a long-term relationship already, i.e. they were married or with a child's mother, child's father, or just involved, but you guys were seeing each other on the side, all right? And you knew that you were the Mr. or the mistress in this relationship, but somehow you kept it going on and you stayed involved in it for a while because you guys were codependent on each other in some type of way. You couldn't let go regardless of what the situation was, all right? What else? Someone who could live in Florida as well. Again, see confirmation. Someone that was married, a street pharmacist who was probably married, all right? Or you could have been involved with someone who was in the military or in some type of government branch. Could have been from military family, moved around a lot, had a military type attitude, very stern, very strict, very controlled, okay? Someone who could have had a deceased parent, specifically a deceased mother, someone who had some childhood issues, okay, that they needed to let go of, all right? Someone who could have had the initials MPRST, first name, middle name, last name, could be you, could be the person that they're involved with, okay? All right. Who else is this person that the collective is thinking about? Someone who could drive trucks, work on trucks. This is green. So this is someone that's definitely tugging on your heart. Someone who is in a relationship, trying to get balance in a relationship. Someone that you want to balance a relationship out with. All right. Someone you still have a lot of compassion for, still have a lot of love for. All right. But someone, again, who did not tell you or express their emotions towards you, all right, who has their heart or their heart was closed to you, okay, or showed their heart emotions to you in a very lustful way instead of a verbal way, all right. What else? What else? What else, Spirit guys? Who else is this person that the collective is thinking about? It's tugging on my collective's mind, all right? Who the collective cannot stop thinking about. Who else is this person? And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of it. Understood, love, value. All right, this person feels like you're the only one who truly understood them. They know that you really love them and they value you for that. But at the time, they failed to see your value. But this is someone that was in their ego, in their pride, okay? This is someone who now, sees that you have to take your power back because now you're understanding your value, okay? You set boundaries with this person. You started pouring more love into yourself, okay? And decided that this was not going to work for you, all right? That you were codependent on this person in some type of way, all right? So you let it go, all right? You could be a chef. They could be a chef. They could be involved with someone who likes to cook, or they could like to cook, or they could be doing something with cooking. All right, the chef, heat, kitchen, it got hot. This situation between you guys really got hot. This person has an STD, speaking of getting hot. They contacted something, all right, so they're hot. They kind of heated with something, if you know what I mean. They caught something they can't get rid of. All right, possibly from someone who's a chef, possibly with somebody's got initials MPRS or T, first name, middle name, last name, put it where it belongs, okay? Your person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. What else? What else? What else? What else, Spirit guides? What else can you tell me before we let these go? One more. One more. One more. And then let's get into the meat and potatoes as to why my collective, it can't stop thinking about this problem, this person. What is a problem? This person has a problem. You have a problem. Why you can't let go of this person? This person has a problem. They're dealing with a problem. Probably with some family property. This is coming up. I need one more. This person's having family property issues. Yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. This a problem in black sheep of the family. Okay. So this person, is having some issues, some problems going on in the family, some conflict, internal, external problems going on. This is somebody who feels like they're the black sheep of the family. So with that coming up, and with that being the pink card, the peach card, again, coming in with the sacral chakra, the emotions, the sensuality, this is somebody who, with the family, and a lot of times they seem to have a lot of issues with this person. Some of them have actually started to turn their back on this person. They feel like every time something goes wrong, this person's at fault. This person's always in the midst of something. If not them, the person they're attached to. They always feel like this person just can't get their act together. They feel like this person, is either doing something wrong, the cause, the chaos. They blame this person for a lot of things. They feel like this person is a can't get right person in the family, always doing something, maybe they're always cheating. Maybe they have a lot of kids. Maybe they're a bully in some type of sense, all right? Whatever, it's coming up street pharmacists. So maybe they're in and out of jail, maybe they're in and out of trouble, or maybe they always have some conflict going on in their life, some way, some shape or form, okay? And something with family property, or maybe they're always bringing chaos to the family, or in some way, since maybe they're using family property to do this street pharmacy ad, they're involving the family in their chaos. All right, but it's saying on the black sheep of the family and family property, maybe because we did have braids, so I told you about codependency. So maybe they're dependent upon their family in some type of way for something, maybe for a place to stay, for stability, So we'll have to get into it and see really what's going on. But why you can't stop thinking about this person? Tell me, collective, spirit guides, why the collective can't stop thinking about this person. Why is the collective? This is somebody that you constantly used to just Netflix and chill with. You know, you go chill with them, they come chill with you. You know, you guys were friends with benefits quite naturally, because it says I'm in a long-term relationship. It says that this person was married. This is somebody you used to spend time with. You miss spending that time with that person, okay? This is also somebody that used to lie about their whereabouts. They were sneaking around. You were sneaking around with them, you know, on the side, because they were in a long-term relationship or they were in a marriage. Whether you knew it or did not know it, okay? You missed that. And this is why you can't stop thinking about this person, because you missed the time that you used to spend with this person. This person either has egg on the face, either they got caught by the person that they were in a long-term relationship with, or either you caught them or you receive a download. If you did not know they were married or in a long-term relationship, you received information or got a download that they were in another relationship, or either this person got caught by someone else that they were seeing you, okay? But in any case, they got caught, and so they feel foolish that they got caught, and everything is just backfiring on them, all right? They're no longer able to have their cake and eat it too. And you keep thinking about this person because now things have, you know, separated between the two of you. You're no longer in contact, all right? You or either both of you feel like it's unfinished business between the two of you. You want there to be some type of reconciliation. You wish that the issues can be fixed between the two of you. Things can go back to the way it used to be in the beginning, all right? When you guys used to just sit back, Netflix and chill, when everything used to be good, all right? You want some type of peace, you know, between you. They want that. You wish that you can have that. All right, it's saying someone's forgiving you. Maybe, you know, you guys found out what happened. You acted out. You got upset. You said some things because, you know, shit came to the fan. All right, everything blew up. Things came to the surface. Truth was revealed. You said, you acted out. You did some things. All right, you let this person go, you know, to find your peace, all right, because things weren't adding up with you. You were unhappy, all right. You let it go. You gave it to the divine. You know, you spiritually released it, you know, to the universe to do with it what it will, all right. You know that if this person was meant to be in your life, that they will come back to you in some way, shape, or form, all right. This person may be dealing with some, you know, some debt. At this point, they may be broke, having some financial issues. They may have been living beyond their means. They could have been at that time. You could have been at that time. They may be, you know, were married, but staying in a situation for monetary reasons. Maybe the person they were with were debt-ridden, were broke, on hard times, and needed to care for, support that other person. Did have Brace was talking about support, crutch. They needed to help that person out, you know, because they were on hard times and they were living beyond their means. Your person may be going through some issues right now, you know, because of this. They may be living on family property, or they both may be just living beyond their means at this point right now, missing some opportunities, all right? Not having job opportunities available to them. That's why they're having to do this hustle and bustle with the street pharmacy coming out, all right? You felt like this was a love that will last between you guys. That's why unfinished business is out here. Your person may actually feel like you guys had a love that would last, was timeless, a lot of deep affection between you guys. You know, I told you that there was a lot of lust between you guys, and an intense emotion between you guys. There was definitely some deep affection between the two of you. I felt like what you had lasted for a while, okay? But you started to realize that what you had was toxic. It was not going anywhere. It was just panning out, never going anywhere. There was a lot of manipulation going on, a lot of patterns you started to see that weren't adding up, all right? There were some addictions. You definitely were addicted to this person. They were addicted to you. Neither one of you were letting each other go. They were holding on to us for as long as you're willing to stay in it. You started realizing there was some deceit, all right? So you let it go because you started to begin to see things clearly. Or maybe the person that they were attached to started to see that your person was deceiving them, all right? you realized or saw that possibly they were dating someone else. And maybe some of you started to say, you know what, I need more. You know, I'm going to go out and date someone else. I want to have fun. I need new love in my life. I need to get back out on the market. This person may have decided that, you know, they want to get back on the market. Even though they were involved, they want to be single, see other people, you know, and you found out and you caught them. Remember, I said egg on the face. So you may have caught them, you know, Netflix and chilling and dating and seeing other people in the market as well. They got busted. You start doing some detective work. You start saying, you know, things aren't adding up. Secrets start getting exposed, all right? This person's surprised, like, oh my God, they find out. They know not only am I married, but I'm out here seeing other people as well. I'm in this long-term relationship and doing other things. This is why I'm broke. This is why I'm dead. I'm trying to carry on 20 relationships at once, all right? It was a lot of drama, a lot of controversy going on around, all right? You know, things, like I said, started hitting the fan. You were in disbelief because hidden things started getting revealed to you. Either you found out or you got the download, okay? Maybe you saw something online. Maybe you saw something on their phone. Maybe they accidentally sent you a text that they meant to send to someone else. Maybe someone else they were involved with found out something about you, saw a text or something in their phone or on their Facebook or one of their messages on their social media page and found out about you, question them about you. This person started pulling back from you. Either way, this person knows that they self-sabotaged this relationship, and that's why they felt like it's unfinished business, because it didn't end in the manner that they felt like it should have, okay? They feel like it was abruptly ended in a way that they didn't see coming, all right? They feel like everything just started reaching a breaking point. Everything just started going wrong between you guys, all right? Because they got caught, you know, because everything just started backfiring between you. So why else is the collector? Why can't the collector let it go? Because you're just desiring this person. They're pulling on your energy because they're desiring you. They're probably self-pleasuring yourself to you, you know, because there's so much intense feelings between you guys. It was a spiritual connection between you. You know, you guys are just desiring still one another because there was a situation that happened, you know, and because of the abrupt ending between you guys, it wasn't just a mutual ending, something that, you know, happened. You guys were just spiritually guided to walk away from each other. You guys didn't just break off with peace. You feel like it is unfinished business. You're still tugging on them because you want some type of explanation. Why, what, when, how, why, you know, why did it have to be this way? And them the same with you. You're spiritually guided to walk away from this person, and you because you're spiritually guided, that's what you did, all right? You let go. You went to find your peace, all right? You released it to the universe. You went on to have faith, that knowing that what's for you will be, all right? You're doing your healing. You're following your intuition, all right? You're going on your spiritual journey. You know that everything happens for the better of all good, all right? You and this person was fighting in any way, okay? You got tired of the drama. There was trust issues between you. You felt like this relationship was one-sided. They were getting detached. You were detaching from them, all right? Because before you actually go into the abrupt ending, you do start attaching yourself. Spirit starts slowly pulling you away because it slowly starts revealing things to you. So you do start detaching. You start withholding sex. You start not wanting to communicate as much as you did. You start slowly ignoring messages, phone calls as they come, not caring if they respond, not caring if they answer, not caring if they reach out. They send that good morning, good evening, good afternoon. All right, communication starts getting poor between you guys. You start fighting over little things. Things start to get petty. You realize this person was having love affairs with other people, catching STDs. Again, an STD card. Again, an STD card. Your person definitely caught an STD, okay? Possibly from a Cancer, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This definitely is a Cancer sign out here, okay? They were having third-party hookups. They were a player. They were messing around. They were dating. You know, we have dating out here, okay? Like I said, you were pulling away, not really having sex, not really involved with this person like you were. You were pouring more self-love into yourself, all right? Releasing the past, taking a break from love. A lot of you might be celibate at this moment, or just were being celibate with this person, not giving to this person because you're spiritually guided to let go, regardless of how you may or may not have desired this person. I told you some of you may have just said you wanted something new in your life or new love because you realized that this person was toxic, okay? What else, Spirit guys? Why is it that my collective can't let go or can't stop thinking about this person? You're reminiscing about them because you're seeing pictures of them that you may not have let go or removed from your phone. Okay? Some of you may be using substance, or this person may be using substance to cope with you because they're reminiscing about you. They're feeling lonely, thinking about you, and so they're tugging on your energy. There's a candle in this background. This person may be burning candle magic, trying to call you in, okay, manifest you in. All right, things went toxic between you guys because possibly they were receiving bad advice. Maybe you were receiving bad advice about this person, hearing bad things about this person. This person's in a toxic environment at this moment with low vibrational people and having karmic relationships. All right, with people who are emotionally leeching off of them. All right, possibly drinking, doing pills. All right, again, using substance to cope. I have two cards out here to talk about using substance to cope. I also have street pharmacists. So if this person's not using substance to cope, this person is selling substance, involved with substance, because it's out here 3 times on my board. Okay, put it where it goes. You know your person. It's different people on here. This person was using you to heal through love, possibly some things they experienced in childhood, probably some things they experienced in previous relationships. You are very loving to this person. You're very healing to this person, very caring, okay? It was nothing really that they did not like about you, okay? Let's just say that. You were helping this person to deal with, recover through some things, and it wasn't their choice to let you go. That's why they feel like it's unfinished business between you. You did make them feel safe, and they would love to feel safe again, okay? So what else? So why is it that my collective can't stop thinking about their person? Because of the abrupt ending that you had, the tower moment that came to be. All right, that all of a sudden moment, that thing that was revealed to you, that unexpected happening, that unsettling event that just came up and just abruptly made the whole foundation just fall apart. Whether you've seen something, heard something, felt something, download, you received. It was such an unexpected ending that just came and tore everything apart from you guys. Something that of you finding out about them, involved, fertilizing, hooking up, going from relationship to relationship, other people, them seeing other people, all right? Them, something that was supposed to stimulate you, unsettle you, to get you to grow, for you to move on, to work on yourselves, okay? For you to make yourself happy, put more self-love into yourself, to go on your journey, all right? For your own growth, all right? That's what it was. That's why you had that. Because some of you were actually feeling depressed inside and you were covering it up because you were going along with this relationship even though you weren't happy because of the love that you have for this person, because you want to be with this person, all right? You were hiding something, and this person was covering something up and hiding something from you, and that's what was revealed. And when it was revealed, that's when you kicked this person to the curb. You realized the relationship was for the trash, all right? This person had trashy behaviors, all right? That was of no use to you. That was not healthy for you. That was not pertinent to your growth, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, all right? Your mental health at all right? This person could have had a substance abuse, all right? A drinking problem, all right? They were out celebrating with other people for sure, all right? They were holding on to your love for as long as they could because they were using you to cope with, to cope through when they were having issues with other people, when your friends with benefit situation was helping them when they were having issues in their long-term relationship or their marriage, or they were just having fallouts in their family situations or friend situations, okay? Their karmic relationships. This person was living the fast life, all right? They were involved in dangerous activity. They were a cheater, again, undercover, hiding things from you. But why is my collective still thinking about this person? Your person was a runner. They weren't looking for love, all right? They run from love, all right? When things get intense, when things get hard, when you bring things to the surface, when you bring things to their attention, when you catch them, they run. They don't explain it. They never admit it. They don't take accountability. They run. They don't own up to nothing, okay? They don't do that. And this is why they probably have drama, conflicts in their family, because they run from their stuff. They don't fix it. They don't make things right, and they don't try to get their lives together to do right, okay? You needed to go on, all right, and navigate your life, face your desires, find out what your desires were, all right? And you needed to face things with ease. You needed to become tranquil, all right? You needed to get on the right foot, the right path, and do things with your life. This person was definitely hiding things, and there was somebody that was envious of you, gossiping about you, telling lies behind you, stalking you, slandering you, watching you from hidden accounts. Somebody still is watching you from hidden accounts. Somebody who's repeating a cycle. Your person's definitely repeating a cycle in their life with bad decisions, all right? And somebody now may be trying to, things are upside down in this person's life because they were on a high. Everything was going right. They were celebrating. They were meeting people. Their money was growing. They were having fun. They felt like they were in the highlight of their life. Now everything's falling apart. Everything's coming down. But you know what goes up, come down. So that moment they thought they was in a high, they thought they were winning. Now they're not, okay? And it's because of the consequences of their actions, all right, for what they did to you. All right, they didn't plant good seeds, so now everything's coming. Yes, again, now they have to watch their back because now somebody's watching them because they know they can't be trusted, okay? And now they're dealing with anger, frustrations, all right? Someone doesn't trust them. There's definitely trust issues in their relationship. Your person has a wandering eye. You realize this, but yet you still think about this person because, again, because of that abrupt ending that you had, there is a feeling of jealousy. Perhaps you're jealous of them being in this long-term relationship and hoping that it would be you, okay? Or perhaps they're jealous because you moved on, you have new love, or they're just jealous that you're having a new beginning. This person is definitely feeling, thinking of you, looking back, reminiscing about you, pondering about what could have been with you guys, or perhaps some of you are pondering about what could have been had this person, committed, changed, grown up, got their life together. Some of you are still sad about it for those of you who just came out of this relationship. All right, but this person definitely was sitting in their stubbornness, very stubborn, not wanting to change. All right, some of you would like to rebuild the friendship between you guys. If not have a relationship, at least rebuild the friendship between you guys because you did like the connection that you had. All right, and that's why you're thinking about this person. All right, but it was, you have to face the painful truth, another tower moment that things had to come to an end for the betterment of your health, okay, for your securing, all right? You had to realize that this was a flawed situation, and a new beginning is needed. Even if you guys are to be friends, it has to be built on a solid foundation, a foundation of truth, not a foundation of lies. If you did not know this person was in a long-term relationship, they need to be honest up front. They need to grow. They need to change. They need to stop this toxic behavior that they're in, all right? Your person may be feeling salty about the way things came to an end with you. They may be bitter. They may be angry, especially feeling petty if you're going on to a new relationship, all right? And as far as why you're still thinking about this person, because some of you might be wishfully thinking, or just be having deja vu or nostalgia moments, and maybe you're hoping that maybe one day you guys will have a second chance. If not you, your person, and they're pulling on your energy. Some of them may be going through some legal issues right now, or may be in trouble, may have to go to court. You may have court with this person. Maybe some legal paperwork. Your person could be having some run-ins with the law, could be in jail, trying to stay out of jail, maybe going through separation or divorce. If their person found out that they were seeing you or dating other people while they were in a long-term relationship, there is definitely distance between the two of you, all right? Your person had been ghosting you. Your person may be going through a separation or a divorce, specifically with this legal card being out here, or in the process of getting information about one, okay? You don't like the distance. They don't like the distance between you guys. Hold on, I have three jumpers. 3 means communication, growth, relationship. All right, your person was hiding stuff. They were two-faced. They were living a double life. They were cheating and backstabbing you, okay? This person is worried about this new glow up that you have, this new beginning, this new career, this success that you're having now, this recognition, this attention that you're getting, all right? Because they're thinking that possibly they'll never have another chance with you, all right? And they're feeling depressed about it. They're feeling the loss of you, okay? They're in the head about it, and they know they're feeling hopeless because they were covering things up for you, keeping secrets from you, and it was because of the bad choices that they made, and it's their consequences, these mixed signals that they gave to you about your guys' relationship and what would happen. They do feel like you guys were soulmates, you were a great friend to them as well as a romantic partner, and they do miss that. You miss that, and that's why you keep thinking about this partner, because you feel like at best this person was a great friend to you, all right? Some of you could have felt psychotic at times, or maybe you felt like your person was a psychopath at time, very conniving and unpredictable, especially with their behavior, how they come in and love bomb you at one moment, and then the next moment they act like they didn't care. They were pulling apart, like they would reach out, not reach out, not respond, not call, ghost you, put distance between you. Then next thing they come back as if nothing ever happened. So you made up your mind that you're going to go and follow your dreams. Leave this person right where they stand. All right, believe in yourself. Get to yourself. Move on. You feel like you didn't have time for these mental games, these mixed signals. All right, you want to pursue your own happiness, your own joy. All right, leave this person to their karmic partners and their third parties. You feel like, okay, I learned a lesson. I got in this relationship. I did it. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm done. I'm going to take some time for myself. Go out here, smell the roses. Go back to loving myself again. Find somebody who wants to spend time with me, who wants to give to me. Somebody who's not covering up things, hiding things from me. Somebody who's not giving me silent treatment, making me feel left out and putting me in my feelings, all right? So you block them, you moved on, and you're happy. You said, stop calling me. I'm done with you, all right? So what is it that why still why can't my collective let go of this person? All right, because you keep replaying events in your head about what this person did to you, why they did it to you, because I feel like some of you still want closure from this person. All right, but even though you're not going to give this person a second chance, you still want to know why their relationship is over. You still want to know why they did what they did. You still want to know about some of the skeletons they're hiding in their closet. Why is my collective still thinking about this person? You're working on your happiness, definitely loving life. You're making healthy choices. You want to know if your person now is making healthy choices. You want to know if your person is married, was married, or what the situation was between them. Was this a soul connection? Was it not? Did they really want a commitment with you? Were they ever really committed to you? Are they codependent? Are they on drugs? You feel like some of you are just obsessed with your person. You feel like, this person may be obsessed with you if they're pulling on your energy. If there's just some type of emotional block between you two guys, and you just want to know that they ever really care about you, all right? You're just reminiscing about them, and you're slowly, without knowing it, subconsciously or unsubconsciously manifesting this person back, all right? Some of you may not have actually learned from the past, and you if you don't stop, you're going to repeat a cycle, all right? Some of them are manifesting you back, okay, because they want to repeat a cycle with you. They want to go back through this with you, all right? They want to heal the heartbreak that they're going through, all right? But you guys need to realize that this was a toxic relationship, and for some of you it was abusive. You need to let it go. All right, but why is my collective? Because you guys are twin flames. You mirror each other. All right, that's why. And some of you are thinking back at this person about this relationship for it to trigger some of those emotions within you, some of those feelings within you, so that you can heal that inner child, those inner wounds, okay? Some of you just actually are still attracted to them seductively, and you want to hook up one last time because you're tempted, and you want that sexual feeling. Let's just be real. You enjoyed the sex, the intensity that you guys had, and you want back at that again, all right? Some of you actually want a new beginning with that person, all right? You thought this was your unconditional love, and you want to manifest them back into with you, all right? Because you have unconditional love for that person. You still do, regardless of what happened between you guys. All right, you're looking at old pictures of them, and you're reminiscing about them. You're missing them. All right. All right, so that's that. So what's the energy that my collective have for this person as to why they can't stop thinking about this person? Tell me, what is the energy? Thank you. Welcome. Offering an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Some of you still want to welcome this person back into your life, back into your home again. If not relationship, just for a friendship, you want them to know that they're still welcome. You forgive them. What else? Sage advice. My wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. Some of you want to help this person out if they're going through hard times right now. It's mutual. We're on the same wavelength, good or bad. So you feel like whatever, because this is a twin flame, whatever they're going through, you're mirroring them, because we did have mirror out here. You're mirroring them. So you feel like the wounds you guys need to heal, the inner wounds are similar, and you want to welcome them back so that you can offer them advice as to how to heal these wounds and what they're going through. Okay, you don't want to see them suffer, you don't want to see them hurt because of this unconditional love that you have for them. What else? What else is the energy? Why can't my collective? Some of you feel like they are an imposter. They're fake. They're phony. All right. I'm not who you think I am. Like some of you just don't. You don't believe anything that your person says. Okay. So some of you just really, you're thinking about them, but you don't want to have anything to do with them anymore. They're no longer welcome to come back into your life. All right. And some of you just missed the way they made you laugh. All right. You're shining a light in their life and you bring laughter and joy. All right. So give me one more. One more about the energy. Why the collective keeps thinking about their person. I said one more. Oh my gosh, because you have empathy. You have empathy for your person and what they're going through. I will provide emotional support always and try to understand you. Yeah, you still have love for your person. You empathize with them and you don't want to see them going through anything, okay? And that's why you can't stop thinking about your person. If this resonated with you, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like bell, hit the notification bell so you know I'm going to put another reading out for you. And until then, I'm sending you love and blessings. Thank you.